Mic check, 1, 2. What is this? You're now tuned into Imperfect Sense right here on Unified Radio.tv. I'm Eric Dawson, whatever it is you call me, please do not call me a midget. Now I got Brother Flesh with me.
Yeah.
I got Brother Conway with me. Yeah, I gave him my whole government. Conway, so what? It's on Facebook, you dig? You know what I mean? Should I give your whole government and social? Richard, go ahead.
Talk to him, Con.
Talk to him, Con. 83 Con.
Yeah. We don't need no...
Yeah.
We don't need no 6ix9ine activity right
now. No, not right now. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. I'm so
but you know, he lived his life off. He always said he gonna snitch in every episode.
No, don't. I'm a tattletale. It's a difference. Like,
oh, you're a school.
Yeah, I was. You know, put the joint on hall. Get out the hallway. One of them.
Hall monitor. Hey yo was like this.
It's like, yo,
my pleasure.
I was never no hall monitor, man. It was a joke.
Where's your hall pass?
That shit funny right now? That shit funny. Y'all really gonna call me a hall monitor on camera?
Yo, you just said...
It was a joke, and you just gonna run with it, though?
Oh, wow.
You ever get the hall pass? You're like, where your hall pass? Get the fuck out of my face, man.
I hate you ninjas, man. But check it out, man. We appreciate everybody to tune into Imperfect Sense right now here on Unified Radio.tv. And if it's your first time listening or looking at us, like, look, we're gonna drop the disclaimer. We got to do it every show. So if you're sensitive about your race, religion, gender, or sexuality, this is not the show for you. This is Imperfect Sense, man. It's for opinionated brothers. We talk about all walks of life and about everybody. Even though we don't got Andy with us, you only see 3 of us. Yeah. It is actually a 4-member show for opinionated brothers. So this might not be the show for you.
What?
Go.
It might be 3, might be 3 for the next 2 years. He ain't coming out until COVID over, until they find a cure. So.
Well, yeah, and now that these killer bees out, he really ain't coming outside.
Oh, yeah, the murder hornets.
The murder hornets, he really ain't coming outside. Not without a vitamin B shot.
I said, damn, Wu-Tang really...
Your RZA happy and shit. They really... The bees coming over, Triumph playing. They got their own theme music coming across from Asia. Yeah, just bumping. But look, check this out, man. Look. We about to get into something a little racy today. Might piss a lot of people off, especially and we usually don't use the N-word on this show. We try to get away from the N-word when it's talking about our people. But today, I'm gonna let both of them, including myself, use the N-word today.
Crazy.
These niggas. niggas.
Yeah.
Yo. This show today is about you fake street niggas.
You're mad. Yeah. She's mad. Big mad.
And if you don't know who he's talking about, and that verse, that is 6ix9ine.
Hold up.
What?
Because you didn't even have to tell them motherfuckers who it was.
They already know.
Them motherfuckers know. They don't know. I don't want to snitch, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, listen. Oh yeah, I cannot wait. Let's get into this. This is the hot topic. Let's get into this.
This is rolling. We rolling right into it this week, man. But street guys, street niggas.
Yes, talk about it.
This fake facade that is some type of street code of loyalty. You know this topic gets brought up because 6ix9ine did come home. He did jump right back into the top.
Exactly what I knew he was going to do.
Me too.
Exactly what I knew he was going to do.
24 hours, this kid, no matter if you want to admit or not, has everybody's attention.
He's a fucking genius, yo.
He mind manipulated everybody. He stayed quiet. Every publication, media-wise, including us, has talked about this kid for a year.
But him.
So now that he's home, everybody want to see what he has to say.
I'm going to tell you how smart it was, right? Because since he came home, he was quiet as shit, like y'all said. Then, like, a couple days ago,
let the momentum build up.
He put up there, be on the lookout, February 8th. May 8th. Motherfuckers like, what you talking about? People were going back to see if he was going to say something, going live. Nothing. Then next thing you know, this fucking billboard goes up.
In New York, Times Square.
Colorful.
The biggest.
300,000 to put that billboard up in Times Square.
The biggest fucking billboard.
The king is back.
Then he drops a video that does 22 million
in 11 hours.
In 11 fucking hours.
On
bro.
YouTube. That's just YouTube.
Yeah,
we don't know what Spotify. We don't know about Spotify, Google Play, Tidal.
Tell me one fucking hip hop rap artist that did that.
It's not one.
None.
It's not one.
Not only that, he did 2 million views on Instagram in fucking like.
That was on his live.
On his live, bro. But he did that shit in like minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Because everybody wanted to see the drama, and this is how people getting played.
Marketing genius.
It's definitely marketing, and everybody that's mad that he quote unquote ratted. I like what he said on live, and yes, you hear me agree. I like what he said on his live feed, where he said, "Y'all look past the facts of why I did what I did. These people that y'all wanted me to be loyal to." Fuck my baby mother. They kidnapped me. They attempted to murder me.
Yeah.
They attempted to kidnap my mother. And they stole millions of dollars from me.
Not only that, hold up. Not only that. But then he goes and say,
but that's the facts.
Y'all want me to be loyal to the motherfuckers who did that to me out here to believe that they were going to take care of me in there.
It doesn't make sense.
You get killed faster in jail than you do outside.
It's a hypocrisy because what he said was fact. Now, I'm personally not into throwing nobody underneath the bus if I did a crime.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know I'm still not justifying what he did, and I don't think none of us are. No. But we can honestly say we understand it. I know at least I do.
I'm just saying like this is that. Most of the people that's running their fucking mouth about it, under the circumstances that he was in, most likely would have did the same
9
thing.
9 times out of 10,
they would have
did the same thing
because of the circumstances. Listen, they would have did it. Everybody who talking, fucking Snoop, fucking who else was talking shit about him?
We still don't know how Snoop came off a murder case.
But I'm just saying, everybody who talking shit about him. What I'm saying is that under the circumstances that he was under, how the fuck can you, like, at the end of the day blame him? Like, what type of code you gonna take when your team was already fucking plotting against you the entire time and was gonna do you in? Falls with the fact they was gonna do you the fuck in.
And keep it real, they were not his friends and family.
They were not.
They were business associates, and first and foremost, y'all the dumb niggas for involving somebody that's not from the street into your business.
That's why Casanova said, when that motherfucker said, he said, before he even came out, back when they gave him his interview, he said, I had a talk with the boo. He said, he's a young kid. He said, this dude spoke proper English. He was like a kid. He said, y'all gassed this motherfucker. He said, y'all motherfuckers turned on me, a real street nigga, and y'all gassed this motherfucker, and y'all fucking like blocked me out. So he was like, fuck y'all. He was like, I'm cool with him. I don't have no fucking problems with him.
The reason why they turned on him is
because 6ix9ine was the bigger artist.
No.
6ix9ine was the bigger artist.
Walking back.
What you mean? He was trying to find the motherfucker in the clubs.
I don't give a fuck if you trying to find a motherfucker, but you not on. You're being a street nigga. You're not being going to give you any publicity.
But that's what I mean. The popularity. But that's what I'm saying.
But
if
they traded bought back, it probably would have started swaying. They were saying everybody. When you watch that interview, he was saying that everybody was telling him to chill out, leave him alone. He just a kid. That's what they was telling him. Well, I had the motherfucker take a shot.
And then he said DJs and them wouldn't even playing his shit. He said that even when I tried to I thought that motherfuckers working for the Illuminati. He said I would put up a post. Don't even talk about him. And motherfuckers was taking my shit down. I'm like, what the fuck? I'd never seen anything like this.
Who said that? Cass?
Casanova, he was saying that shit back. He said he glad that it happened because he said the whole entire time the feds been watching. He said he glad he ain't moved the way that he moved, but at the end of the day, when we getting back to this whole Tekashi 6ix9ine shit, when it comes to this snitching, because I don't want to throw it off topic about Casanova. The fact of the matter is that the people that's saying that, oh, he broke the code and snitched, you live in the fucking suburbs now. You don't live that fucking lifestyle.
Exactly.
Right.
And let me.
And most of the motherfuckers that live in the hood don't live hood. So
I don't get
talk
that.
about a street code and you fucking.
Let me address
not out
you.
there in that.
What you said. Let me address what you said. And I'm glad you brought that stuff up about the industry and people not playing other people's records. We seen this behavior before. Jay-Z said it best. The industry always been fishy. We, as a people,
facts.
When 50 came on the scene hot, everybody act like they wasn't Ja Rule fans.
Right.
Yup.
And in the industry,
oh my God.
he's
so weak.
He's so weak, he's so this, he's so that.
Number one artist got taken out and y'all act like y'all wasn't playing none of this nigga shit.
And they turned their backs on him and wouldn't play his records because 50 was the in thing at the time. Yeah. Right? That's just addressing that.
And 50 snitch.
But let me tell you this. When it comes to
I don't care how you feel.
the street shit and being a real street nigga, I'm glad you brought up people living in the suburbs, because what I'm saying is we got these 40-something-year-old rappers, right? That come from a totally different era than what Tekashi is from.
We got Meek too.
But he's 30, he's 30 something. Yeah. He still got homie by at least 10 years. Yeah. Right? So look, these artists and these entertainers that's coming on Instagram saying y'all need to do something about this, need to do something about that. Y'all coming from a different era. But then what pisses me off, if you're not going to take accountability by putting the battery in these young boys' back, like if you're not coming out saying like, look, if you do something to him, I got you. Because you living in a 10, 20,000 square foot home, you got millions of dollars worth of cars in your yard, you putting the battery in some young boy back from the hood that don't got nothing. So God forbid if he do something to Tekashi 6ix9ine, he's going away while you sitting back reaping the benefits off of what you said. You're not coming out saying, okay, if y'all do this, I got you. You're not doing that. You just want to go ahead and put that propaganda out like that's what's supposed to happen. This boy, and that's what he still is, grown into a man, was born in 1996. At 15 years old, 2011, the hottest rapper in the game is Drake. That ain't no street nigga at all. When we came up in 1996, when he was born, here's a list of the hottest albums that was out that I wrote down. Tupac, 2 albums. Machiavelli,
Don't do.
All Eyes on Me, Jay-Z just dropped, Nas, Redman, Ghostface, Lost Boys, M.O.P., Master P, Lil Kim, UGK, all street people.
Oh,
2001, who came out? Drake, J. Cole, Wale, A$AP Rock. It ain't the same thing. So if he's not raised, and Big Sean, if he's not raised under the same code as what we are, how can you 40-year-old something's hold him to the same accountability? Now I know he's an adult and he's supposed to be able to be a man and live up to the decisions that he make. But come on, we've been glorifying snitches for years. How many movies we got? How many movies and TV shows we got?
Kareem Akbar.
You know what I'm saying?
The educated brother from the
love
Bay.
that movie.
He's the real leader of CMB.
Ain't Al
this shit is
home?
bigger than Nino Brown.
Ain't Alpo home?
Alpo home.
Ain't Alpo home?
Walking around freely.
You know what I'm saying? What's the other guy name that they praised? Nicky Barnes? Sammy the Bull? Ain't all these people y'all name yourselves as rappers and make movies about now all of a sudden y'all don't glorify snitching? Get the fuck out of here.
To his generation, that first
That's
of all,
very forgiving.
Listen, very, very forgiving. And then when you want to talk about street shit, like this is the part that kills me about the street shit. You say the streets have no rules, and you saying motherfuckers not supposed to snitch. But when are you supposed to snitch and not to snitch? Because I can look at Baltimore stop snitching video. You was snitching on police. Instead of you just taking care of the police and eliminating them, you was snitching on people. So I don't get it. So when is it okay for you to snitch?
That's what I'm saying. For me, right? Off the break, right?
Really, the question is, when is it okay to be a street nigga and to not be a street nigga? When is it okay?
Nah, you know motherfuckers gonna hold on to that shit.
And I'm gonna talk to him about that
family,
too.
Right? Been raised to be not snitch.
All of us came up in that era.
So
all of us.
At the end of the day, right?
You gonna have some people that be like, ooh, ooh, ooh. But I can guarantee you this though. I'm not going down if you fucking just try to kill me.
You're not being loyal to anybody that's being dirty to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not doing it.
Because all these people talking all this shit and tweet and talk about he was supposed to eat that and rot that out. I'm sitting there looking like if you was in the same I'm sitting there like if you was in the same situation and the motherfucker tried to kidnap your mother, once you try to touch like my mother or any of my family members that don't live a lifestyle, it's a fucking rap.
Yo, it's like
I don't care what the rest of the world think. You tried to harm people that had nothing to do. And listen, and that's the part that I said about the street code. When they want to say glorifying street, I said street code been gone a long time ago. Because back then when this shit, nobody fucked with women. Nobody was killing no fucking babies.
You wasn't killing on a Sunday.
Nobody was fucking with old. Nobody was killing old people. All of a sudden, when that shit started being accepted in our communities, nobody punished the motherfuckers in the street for breaking the code and hurting motherfuckers that didn't live that street code. Now, all of a sudden, the reason why our neighborhood's fucked up is because you got these motherfuckers out here that don't killing motherfuckers that don't live the street code, and that never was addressed. Yeah. So now the only thing that you got left from there is not snitching at all, and y'all dumbasses trying to ride with that shit.
But this is the crazy thing. If everybody's so much a street nigga, how the hell is George Zimmerman still walking around? You know what I'm saying? We just had something hit the internet where this young man died a couple months ago for jogging in Georgia.
They still dealing with they mark. They running today, I think.
But the same entertainers and rappers that's coming on saying, let's march, let's do this. When it comes to another culture coming in our community killing us, y'all not pushing that same agenda. Y'all pushing on somebody that come from the same culture that we come from. That's who you want to be handled. You don't want to go handle everybody else
because they scared. Because at the end of the day, they scared everybody else.
I got blocked yesterday for that same shit. I said, yo, the same shit that you, because the person that blocked me, I'm not gonna say his name because I ain't gonna get no horse, no shine. But the person that blocked me is the person that supposed to be this Black Power person, was on Kaepernick's nuts, fucks with all this shit, right? I said, yo, you're talking about motherfuckers should kill 6ix9ine, ban 6ix9ine, but you ain't saying shit about homeboy in Georgia.
Yep, and Zimmerman's still walking around right now.
No, because all the motherfuckers who claim they street niggas, right, don't have the money to survive in that bitch. And like motherfuckers like Bootsy telling the blood motherfuckers, you not even blood, but you telling blood motherfuckers, yo, y'all need to handle that motherfucker since he's out. So if I handle him, you gonna look out for my
That's what I'm saying, man.
Oh, Snoop, if I go handle this motherfucker, you gonna have some
put
shit
money on books
for my
and
kids
and
make sure I'm good in that bitch.
Yeah, you can't be marching for the good on one side, but still have a foot in the street telling somebody to go do something on the other side. It doesn't mix. How on the gram you telling people like, oh, we need to stick together, we need to band together and protest, don't go to this place, don't deal with this person, do this person. But when this person comes from your culture and does something that has been going on for a long period of time and it just hasn't been hidden, he openly has admitted to the shit, y'all need to go handle that.
See,
what do you mean? What do you mean?
This is why I blame street niggas who take young niggas and try to make them into them. Mm. When you make a motherfucking nigga that you knew that just lived on your block and you like, oh, he always come around, he cool with all the other young niggas that I got underneath me. Let me bring this young nigga because he got talent. Mm. That's your fault because now you brought a nigga that you knew on the street nigga
into your
fucking, not even a fucking circle, because gang life is an organization.
It is.
So when you got a fucking organization, you're not gonna bring a motherfucker who don't know about it.
He's like the weak link.
That's like
he's the fucking weak link.
Organization, right? We not gonna bring a motherfucker who don't know nothing about talking, don't know how to research shit, don't know how to want to do nothing into this bitch and think that they're gonna profit off of us, right? Because then if we doing something or we do something that they don't like, then they gonna snitch on us, right?
Which happened.
Whose fault is it?
It's yours for bringing them in a circle in the first place.
And how many times have we came up in an era where people that we know are successful today, and mainly athletes, where they had gang homeboys, right? People, real street niggas, and the street niggas tell them like, this ain't for you, dog.
Exactly.
You got another way to go.
Exactly.
We'll take care of you if you need sneakers and all this other shit. But when we get ready to go put this work in, go to the gym. Yeah. Go. We not involving you in this.
You still affiliated, but you can't put.
Yeah, you can't put no work in because you know what? We see the bigger picture. You going somewhere further than what we're going.
The Rosen.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight crip. But them motherfuckers made sure. Oh nah, bitch.
That's the way.
Go make
that's the way.
Bread.
But that's the way it's supposed to be, and that's why still a lot of respect does go to the LA side when it comes to that shit, because they make sure of that. But that's not being pushed across the board. It's not being pushed across the board.
And how do we not know the people that Tekashi was quote unquote affiliated with that he actually probably snitched on? How you know they didn't have that conversation? How you know they didn't say like, look, the feds already got us. People already think you snitching. Eat that shit. Just make sure my mother and father are good.
Get home.
And make sure we
Shotty. But I heard
Shotty said
Shotty said it when that female was interviewing him on the phone from his phone call. Shotty said that, hey man, I ain't mad at that man. He said they already had evidence on us anyway. He said he was just telling them what they already know.
He said motherfuckers is already snitching
before him. He said they were snitching before him. He said they already had us. They already had him already. So he said he's just giving them the information that they already know.
Hold on, just to make it even bigger, right? We're gonna take him out of the equation, right? Because we knew he was a street nigga. But let's not act like in Philly, they not saying that one of the biggest bullies ain't snitching. They trying to say that AR and Doc Low snitching, right? But even though AR got all the time, Doc Low supposed to got a lot that came home. It's people in that own camp going on YouTube saying, oh, that Doc Low is snitching. But no one's saying anything because Doc Low pill caps. You know what I'm saying? No, but that's the difference. You have a motherfucker who's a street nigga that gets active, you scared to say shit too. Adi Boom. Everybody's saying he's a snitch now because of a white boy pulled some records up, right? But the same motherfuckers that he put in work with is still around him in the streets. So who am I supposed to believe? The street niggas who grew up with him that's still around him? Or the white motherfucker that's not a street nigga that's just doing music for money?
It's always going to be a gray area in the middle of it. See, this is what I want people to understand, right? You came from the hood, you came from the street. I came from the hood, came from the street. Same you. We come from it, but that's not what we are anymore.
Yeah,
you elevate
because you grow into a man.
Yeah,
you grow into a man because of life. What we taught when you grow up in the hood in the projects, that's all you know. So that's your life. But you gotta realize once you get the opportunity to, it's a fucking big ass world out here that play by bigger rules than what you do. Because at the end of the day, the motherfuckers with money, the Jews and all the motherfuckers that run the music industry and everything, they make the rules. They the real politicians.
They the real
gangsters. The politicians. They the real fucking gangsters.
They the real gangsters.
Like the little life that they like you living in your little street life and acting like it's all crazy. Because at the end of the day, they got enough money to eliminate your whole fucking block if they choose to. In the power to do it. Like that's where motherfuckers gotta come out of that street shit and realize that, hey, you only thinking right here. The fuck is no cap. There's no fucking cap. Like you thinking down here and you saying street shit is everything, but overall in the big world, your little street shit is childish shit.
And I'm gonna break it down better than that.
And them niggas snitch on each other to get to the top.
They snitching on each other in politics, and they the biggest government out there. The biggest gangsters out there.
Only thing a motherfucker gotta do for any of you young dudes out there, just read the 48 Laws of Power. In the art of
the 50
laws of power now since 50 got with Robert Greene.
Every fucking 4 or 8 years.
But check it out. What I want everybody to realize: to come from the streets and to be a street nigga is two different things. If you get up and you go to work every day, you got a family at home, you ain't no street nigga. You just come from the street. Cause the real street niggas I know don't have Instagram. They don't got Facebook.
Nope.
They don't get up and go, yes, I'm boss. I'm coming to clock in. Or calling like, yeah, can I have the day off? They don't do that.
No.
Because they in the street. They doing what they want to do.
And they know that shit gets them caught the fuck up.
You know what these online street niggas talk about? I'm gonna go fuck a nigga up.
Or even for
when I get off.
Yeah, no.
When I get off work, I'm coming to fuck you up. And when you get off work,
knowing that you got internet police. Yeah, motherfucker got guns and shit in their hand and filming and talking shit over social media, showing what the fuck you gonna do. And then when that motherfucker get popped later on down the line,
you ain't even had to pop him.
Exactly. You ain't even had to be the one to pop him. And now you wonder why you downtown.
Let me hold your phone real quick and make it a prop. For everybody that's on camera and see this, you see what Fletcher's did, how he held that? This right here is the biggest indictment.
Exactly.
In the last 10 years. And you worried about people snitching? You snitching on your fucking self.
Oh.
You snitching on yourself. Look at that.
Yo,
oh my God.
And think about this. What, like, Casanova made a big point. How when Tekashi was able to do all the shit he was doing and never got flagged, never got taken down. He said, this motherfucker putting out hits. Talk about putting a hit on the motherfucker. He said, yo, motherfucker go to jail for this shit.
That's because
and nothing never happened.
Recording him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that all
he
the
never
shit.
Put that
Listen,
on his Instagram.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. All the shit that was going on, he was being watched the entire time. Mm-hmm. And these motherfuckers don't understand that every time they want to try to look hard for clout and get views and followers, that if you really talk about doing shit to people, you fucking indicting yourself. It's this thing called fucking cyber crimes. You can get cyber crimes. You ain't even got to be in front of the motherfucker. You can actually do a fucking crime and go to jail from the shit that you saying and recording.
Just like when dudes put pictures up of women naked. You can go to jail for a decade for that.
Exactly.
Like
think about it.
When you Snap Dog and what is he, Detroit, the little crip motherfucker? No, he in Colorado, Denver, right? They talking about, oh no, they were prop guns. They ain't give a fuck. They still locked that man up for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact of the matter being that phone. I remember a time when motherfuckers wasn't calling you and be like, yo, I need. They wouldn't even say gun. They had a nickname for it. Yo, I'm about to go cop this dope. None of that. Now motherfuckers will call you and be like, yo, I'm about to get a whole motherfucking brick. I'm about to take it. Oh, whoa, brick of what?
But not even
Water?
that. No.
Water?
I can tell you one better than that. Yeah, I'm gonna cash app you the brick money.
Yeah, then what?
It's a new era.
The apps that you download, all them words that you refuse to read, and you just hit.
You give up your privacy.
You give up all your privacy and your rights.
At the end of the day, right? Well, motherfuckers out here begging and bitching about ratting, somebody else ratting. If you're not walking around with a motherfucking flip phone, shut the fuck up. Because you're ratting on yourself.
And for the record, too, so I'm going to help y'all with the ratting, that every single thing that you do with your phone, even with your regular before the internet, when you text it, like if I want to text Conway and Eric, when I hit the button, yeah, they got it fast, but that motherfucker went to a server.
Absolutely.
That keeps data of every fucking thing before it goes to him.
Yeah, so when you get
it's
to court,
always fucking there.
They pull that shit right up.
Even when
they
you
pulling
hit the
your
delete button,
IP
even when you hit the
address.
fucking delete button, it's still recorded in the fucking hard drive back there. You ever wonder how you had a computer and then your fucking computer get a virus in it and then you can restore the shit and then take it back to when it didn't have a virus? How? It's because the data is still stored in the fucking computer.
And I wanna. Most of the biggest dummies that snitch on themselves, I know y'all gonna be mad because y'all know I got an Android. Have fucking iPhone. And Apple already told you, we not stopping sending the feds none of the recordings anymore. We're gonna keep that shit going. It goes directly to them now. Blah, blah, blah. But you the same motherfuckers who, they sent you an email because they sent me one because I have an iPad. So they sent the bitch to me too. So I know the motherfuckers who actually have the service that call and bust sales on the bitch got it, right? So in that email, it told you basically that, yeah, they lied. They're not going to stop doing that shit. They're going to keep doing it. Which means every time you pick that bitch up, you turn Siri on, you want to be funny and shit, telling Siri something you did, and she said, oh no, I don't know what you're talking about. And then you sit there and
it's recording that shit.
Boy, about killing a motherfucker. Or then when you look at the whole Daniel Hernandez, the 6'9", right? When you look at the case, it wasn't a wire on the phone. They didn't tap the bitch. They straight got the recording from Apple. And for you motherfuckers who think I'm lying, go read the shit because everything's public record, right? So before you say he snitched, it was other motherfuckers snitching. But we're not going to talk about them because they're not a big name. But with Mel Murder and all that shit, that recording with Jim Jones, that came from Apple. That didn't come from the police just fucking sitting there.
Because it's sitting when that recording hears any type of plot of violence, it sends some type of signal off.
It always has.
People forgot that. Remember, you used to pick up the phone, the house phone, and the
which one? Which one? This shit?
Yeah, either one, and you say bomb. That shit was a flag.
Yep.
You couldn't even say back in the day, yo, that bitch was the bomb.
You can't even post on social media. You could say right now, man, I'll blow Donald Trump head off. As soon as you hit the send button, 2 hours later, here comes the Secret Service.
Yo, let me tell you, and that's why they don't understand. Because the day before yesterday, because the dude was trying to justify this white dude was trying to justify it to a close friend of mine when he posted about the situation with the dudes killing what's his name, the one that was running.
Oh, I forgot.
I think his name is Ahmad. I think his name is Ahmad.
Yeah, Ahmad. Yeah, I apologize because it's current.
To him.
But I was just showing him. I was just telling him like the white dude comment like, you know, he tried to like justify certain shit. But I had to tell him. He said he don't think it's a racism problem. He said he know it's out there. But what I did was I gave him this long history of racism wasn't that long ago. It's only been 66 years since 66 years since desegregation and shit. And I was just like that.
And it's still here. The racism is still here.
It's still here. But I posted pictures of. This is how in tune they are. I posted pictures of fucking black men being hung. And Facebook automatically, when I uploaded it, put a cover over it. Put a cover over it. I ain't say what it was. All I did was post a picture. It digitally recognized the picture automatically and put a cover over it because they said it could be offensive to people and the person has to choose to click it to open up the cover. And I said, damn, that's how advanced it is. As soon as I upload the shit, they got it.
It's already on the server. Look, I'm going to tell you this, right? I need everybody to just pump your brakes a little bit when it comes to this being a real street nigga shit, because you don't really know what your reaction would be unless you're in that situation. If somebody comes to you and they got you and you know you wrong and say, look, we're going to give you 30 years unless you give me something. 30 years is a long time. It's 2020 right now.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
If you got a solid, right now.
If you got a solid team, like if we solid and we decided to go do something, and then I fucking get caught, I gotta eat that. Cause our loyalty there. I gotta eat that. But if you got me and then I found out that you was fucking trying to kill my mother and take my money and do XYZ, why do I gotta fucking be loyal to you anymore?
That mean all bets are off.
Why the fuck do I gotta be loyal to you anymore?
All bets are off.
They fucked up.
I would deserve it.
Yo, they fucked up. All they had to do was not be greedy and fucking keep riding. That motherfucker would have made enough money for all of y'all that was at that top. But the greed, the money came in, y'all decided to be fucking greedy.
And the envy.
And the envy. They decided to be greedy, and that's what caused the fucking downfall of them.
And that's what causes the downfall of a lot of people, especially a lot of people in the entertainment world. It's like, everybody can't be the man. Everybody can't be the woman. Like, it gotta be somebody that's the focal point of the situation for everybody to get paid. You can go back in our era when Nelly dropped. They was a group before he was a solo artist. Yo, let's sit back. You gonna be the man. We gonna come up after. It happened to a lot of people. You know what I mean? People don't even know Nicki Minaj was in a fucking group.
Yeah,
no, you know what?
She was in what group?
She was in a group. She was in a rap group.
Yeah.
No,
you know what I mean? A lot of time it takes a smart person to say, you know what? If we all gonna win, if you winning first.
That's why Kevin Hart and this team win, because they already know. They said that the eye was on him, so that's where it goes at. If he gonna be the face,
they've been running for 10 years, man.
Exactly, because they already knew he the face. That's the thing that everybody gravitating to. We gonna run under him and then take it. Nobody tried to say, well, I want to be the leader. Like every time when we watch the fucking New Edition, you watch every fucking thing that we watch, they get jealous at the person that got the star power.
Exactly. And I don't know why. Because
every happened in Wu-Tang.
Yeah, because
and they realized, you know what?
The fame is more addictive than the money. The fame is more addictive than the money sometimes.
Bobby is smarter. You know what? Rest is gonna take that shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but even and you're right, even with Wu-Tang, because it was like, yo, it's 7 of us. But Method Man was the commercial star in the group. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And putting in work.
Yeah, and still one of the greatest rappers of all time.
I got you.
But you know what I mean? It was some jealous and envy there, even though, you know, collectively, I think they're untouched and unmatched. Yeah, but that's something else. But that still come from our era of real street shit. And then you still didn't know that until years later, because what real street niggas do, they handle that shit behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The rest of these new dudes can't. And I don't understand how any 40-something-year-old man can hold this young kid, and I'm going to keep saying kid, even though he's 24 years old, under the same rules and regulations that you did when you were 16, 17, 18 years old when he was born.
And you know what's so crazy? And
especially if you ain't put your hand on him and teach him anything. And teach him something.
Yeah.
And you know what's so crazy? How you say, like, how our era kept the shit behind closed doors, like you ain't never know who was beefing with who.
You gotta watch it Unsung now.
Unless you was on Source Awards and shit, right?
Yeah. You gotta watch Unsung to see the bullshit.
I never knew that Bone Thugs and 3 6 Mafia was beefing until
shit. Because our era came from real street dudes that was taught a lesson.
And Crunchy Black, like, yo, I felt some type of way, but I had to be a bigger man because I realized, I was out there popping pistols and shit for the team, but I realized that I was dumb.
But guess what? Guess why that happened? Because the era before him taught them real street rules. So if anybody want to be to blame of Tekashi being a rat or a snitch, it's our generation.
Exactly.
But not teaching them.
That's exactly what I said.
But not teaching them, so don't criticize them now.
Because they went from that to, hey, let's get these young boys in here and let them start selling, because the laws was giving them smacks on the wrist. So then when they started realizing that all the young dudes started selling, juvenile booking started coming into play. They started piling all the kids. It was just another way to eliminate young black men quicker and faster. Because they go, so the black culture moving like this?
No more slaps.
Well, we gonna do this. Yeah. And then they brought in the juvenile. Exactly. Because the streets technically really was the father figure for a lot of these young dudes out here that didn't have father figures in their life. Mm-hmm. And they had more codes. But once you brought it in for the benefit of you, that's why I said it's all about money. For the benefit of them, so they won't get caught up, let me get these young boys jammed up, because they ain't going to get in no trouble. And it's just a domino effect. When they come up, remember when young dudes started really popping off and being the real killers? Because it used to be the older ones back then. And then all of a sudden, all the young boys.
Because there was no guidance.
Yeah, it was no guidance. All they kept saying was, these young boys crazy. They breaking rules. They killing old women. They killing women. They killing children. Nobody corrected them. Mm-hmm. And now they end up becoming the older dudes trying to teach.
Want me to tell you why, though? I'm going to tell you why. Because our generation...
You would know.
I'm going to tell you why.
You would know.
Our generation, right? Were the barriers and the, the gatekeepers from the old, right? Mm-hmm. But when they brought that juvenile justice shit into play, and it wasn't no more slap on the hand, your mother come get you, you get locked up 30 times, we don't give a fuck, woo, 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 right? We just waiting for you to turn 18, young man, right? That's how it used to be. But when that juvenile justice...
Because police normally you should take your ass back to your mother. And your mother will whip your ass.
Once that juvenile justice shit came in, right? All these motherfuckers now that's killing motherfuckers. And, we don't snitch and fuck him and this. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to still listen to it because the shit not. It's because them motherfuckers are the same ones that put the older motherfuckers like us in jail because they couldn't take the pressure sitting in that 3 walls in a bar.
Mm-hmm. I'm
3 walls in a bar.
I'm agree with that. Cause
a young boy said, Mr. So-and-so gave me the whole pack. And he got the one around the corner because they said, all right, we're going to let you go home. Mm-hmm. We're going to let you go home. Just tell us what happened. Motherfucker, 11 years old, 12 years old. I'm telling.
And that 12-year-old growing to an 18, 21-year-old.
And you notice because of them doing that and allowing the young boys to come in there like that, and then they started changing laws to still keep us shackles on our people. Look where we at now. Mm-hmm. That's why you got a Tekashi 6ix9ine able to to do the shit that he do.
He's a product of a selfish era, which is us. Because when them young boys started to want to get out there and do their thing, our era didn't take them by the hand or teach them something like the OGs taught us. Like, look, you got to move a different way. You got to do this. We just was like, nah. We looked at the young boys as competition because we still wanted to be on top. We still wanted the fame and we still wanted that spotlight. Our generation still hasn't learned how to, you know what, let me pass the spotlight on to somebody else. It's the same thing even in sports. Jordan was on top, but he passed that torch to Kobe. Kobe passed that torch to who? LeBron. Yeah. Who's LeBron gonna pass that torch to? Who is he passing it to now? No, he still want to be the fucking king.
He still want to be the king.
Even though he's a dominant player, but I don't see that torch. Like, who's the next one up? You can see the pattern.
At this point in time,
he went from Dr. J to Jordan.
If he come back fully healed, it's gonna be Zion. If he come back fully healed, it's gonna be Zion.
And it's not. And let me put a disclaimer again. It's not a knock on LeBron.
Yeah, but I don't want to keep. I don't want to keep talking about the sport. I don't want to go left again.
It's not a knock on LeBron.
It's not a knock, but LeBron still feels like he can probably go to 50. So it's not gonna be.
And that's the problem with our generation. We still think we can go to 50 when the game is told us that it's youth driven and we should be putting our energy into somebody else. That's why people got their baby fathers coming home at 47 talking about I'm about to drop my fucking first mixtape. Sit your nigga ass down, bitch ass motherfucker. Sit your nigga ass down. You know what I'm saying? Go
like 2 Chainz.
Go work for UPS. 47 years old, just came home doing a 17-year-old bitch. My baby mother about to give me her stimulus check. I'm gonna drop this mixtape. Sit your bitch ass down, bitch ass nigga, man. Fuck wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Put your energy into the young boy. You know what I mean?
That's real shit.
That's what they be doing.
You got, especially the old niggas that never got signed.
Yeah, which was your fault.
Still trying to make music.
Yeah,
that shit just don't look right. It just don't.
And
it only look right when you grow with your fan base and you've been doing it. Like, nobody can tell me Jay-Z at 51 is corny rapping. Nobody. He's still a god. He grew with his fan base, but you're not going to come home from doing a bid or you're not going to quit your job at fucking FedEx and be like, shit, man, I'm about to get into this game. Get into what game?
You got a bunch of fucking 19, 20, 21-year-old girls dancing around your music video.
That shit, man, get out of here. Get out of here. And that's the problem. Our generation was very selfish, so now you created people like Tekashi 6ix9ine that just don't know no better. Yep. Call it what it is. He don't know no better.
No, that's my thing. He knows better. He just don't give a fuck.
And that's the generation that don't give a fuck.
And that's my point. That's why I like him. Because he just don't give a fuck. He's the prime example of what you taught them to be in your fucking lyrics. No consequence or conscience for nothing. Be outlawish. And guess what? The next generation behind you gonna take the shit to another level. And guess what? That's what the fuck he did. He is the reason. Every motherfucker who hate him, you the reason why the motherfucker is like that. Mm-hmm. Every single person that's our age that's talking about, I hate this motherfucker. You created that monster.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing with Donald Trump. The way we hate Donald Trump and we do certain shit, we still perpetuating his bullshit. Yeah. That motherfucker, the rapping Latino Trump, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Out here winning and got people mad because he didn't even hide behind it. Yeah, I said what I said. I did what I did.
And that's
now what you gonna do about it?
To me, that's a real fucking man. Yeah. Regardless of if I disagree,
same
what
shit
the fuck you do.
Yeah, I said grab him by the pussy. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do about it? Yo, you can't get no bolder than that. You can't. But look what happened with Snoop when he talked about his shit. Didn't he go on the red carpet and fold it like a fucking bitch? Didn't he fold? He ain't stand by his word. He folded. Remember they were saying about him using the word bitch.
You talking about red table talk?
Yeah, red table talk. And how he was saying using the word female bitch over Gail. They made him fold. They made him fold. He ain't stand by his word on how he felt at the moment. Why? They made him fold.
You know why? Because when you get in that position and you got them corporate dollars behind you, you don't want to use it. And guess what? So that's why.
And that's my point.
Right.
And that's my point. You still fold at the end of the day. So this young boy don't know no better. He's still young. In the same way how when you was young, fucking with Death Row, and you ain't give a fuck, and you
because he ain't that same
lawless.
Snoop.
Yeah, he was going around being lawless.
Uncle Snoop.
You ain't got no love for the Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound.
That ain't the same Snoop we got today. We got the mature, successful entrepreneur Snoop right now. So maybe in 15 years you might see a different Tekashi.
Yeah, he might get his tattoos removed. Yeah, he might be a different person
because he's Snoop, and because of the shit that
his affiliation
name. Right.
You got to keep that image up.
You got to try to keep that image up for the motherfuckers who.
Listen, I get that, but what I'm trying to say is that we get that, but what we trying to say is that Tekashi not on your level. He not an older dude yet.
He's still learning.
Because you think the young Snoop from Dog Pound would have fucking folded during that time?
No.
You think he would have folded? He wouldn't have folded. That's the only. I'm not disrespecting Snoop in reference to it. I'm just saying that you wouldn't have folded. You talking now like the man that you are. But if that was you back then, without the snitching, you Tekashi.
1992, Snoop Dogg on Red Table Talk would have told everybody, "Fuck y'all,
fuck y'all bitches,
fuck y'all."
And that's how Tekashi feel when it come to everything. Y'all motherfuckers tried to kill me.
Man,
fuck y'all.
They want this man to be a full bloom blossom. He is still growing, and the fact that nobody has nurtured his growth, this is what you gonna get.
Yeah.
So all you 40-something-year-old OGs that keep coming online talking this shit, talking about what people used to do, teach these boys something. Reach out to Tekashi and say, "Look, homeboy, where I'm from, we don't do that. You could have did this and did that and did things a little bit different." You know what I mean? Nobody has said that, and it's going to take a real person on a different level to actually do that.
Nobody sat there either and came out and said, "Yo, I know they did some dirty shit. I got your back. I got some connects in the jail. You feel me? Get some people to look out for you. X, Y, Z." Nobody did that shit either. So at the end of the day, you thinking for self.
Facts.
I just had a daughter. That's what he looking at. I just had not that long. What is daughter like? 2, 3, some shit, right?
Who want to miss 40 years of their child life?
I just had a daughter.
Under his circumstances. Let's get that straight. Under his circumstances. Under his circumstances.
Supposed been getting smoked out by the team, you feel me? Now you like, shit. Gotta get home to this shit.
Yeah,
like, my baby motherfucker.
All this motherfucker, really at the end of the day, all he gotta do is survive. That's to keep making hot music and survive. He ain't gonna reign forever. But all he got to do is survive.
He keep making hot music, he'll be protected.
The type of money that he got, and if he have a good investment, he can erase himself and start over anywhere he want.
Come out with fucking hair color supplies.
It's coming.
Yo, I know he not gonna do it. So I'm gonna just say this: I wish this motherfucker would have came out and did fucking Nino Brown shit when he fucking ratted in the fucking court. It was just like Kareem Akbar. That motherfucker would have been like Shadi such, the educated brother. He's the real leader behind Treyway. Yeah. If he would have did that shit and started name dropping, would have stood up. This thing is bigger than Tekashi 6ix9ine. That shit would have been epic.
And he might turn this shit into they might turn this shit into a parody.
They love Nino Brown.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why I chose that movie, because I said motherfuckers love him, but that motherfucker, he ratted. Even though he was running the operation, you still ratted.
It's because people only want to pay attention to certain things.
Based on a true story,
Hey, it is what it is. But check this out. Look, man. Go ahead. Give your final thoughts. Give your final thoughts on this.
Shit, my final thoughts is I don't really give a fuck. Like for real, like I don't give a fuck because one, entertainment is inter-fucking-tainment. I don't give a fuck what he did. I don't give a fuck who mad for real. Like I really don't care because at the end of the day, right? It's either you're going to support it and keep listening to this shit, or you're going to support it and keep sharing this shit, or you're going to support it by keep talking about it. Because
either way, he getting support.
If from the Beyonce syndrome, you should know anytime you say that motherfucker name, she get a check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just typing that bitch, she gets a check.
Yeah.
That motherfucker just did $2 million on live that no one did yet, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't think that them motherfuckers like, oh, you know what, yo? Instagram, fuck with you, my guy.
Yeah,
you're the new physics.
Corporate America is getting ready to fuck with him heavy.
But this the crazy shit. When he was saying, motherfuckers, I seen all y'all comments while I was getting beat up. Motherfuckers trying to kidnap me, rape my motherfucker. Well, basically, they ain't rape your girl, but she gave the box up. But, you know what I mean? Don't all that, right? I seen those comments. Some of the fucking blue checks that was in there, welcome home, disappeared. Because now they sitting there like, fuck, did I say some crazy shit when that motherfucker was probably still watching?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you're not a street motherfucker and not on Instagram, then you can talk. Mm-hmm. But if you supposed to be a street motherfucker and showing your weed, your dope, your guns, and your address, you're not a street nigga. You're a dumb nigga. Mm-hmm. So don't tell me about nothing about 6ix9ine.
Facts. Go ahead, Flesh. Let them know.
Yeah, that was a long closing and shit. No, you good. No, but it's just two things real quick I wanted to address. I want to address the fact that there's no such thing as a street code. Y'all, the rules change on a day-to-day basis. To me, in my generation, when I felt as though the streets were done, was when you started killing women and children and old people and didn't have no remorse, and people never suffered the consequences for that, and they were still able to do what they do, and it never got corrected. Once that foundation was laid down, it was no holds bars from that point on. And then my other second thing that I want to let y'all know, black people don't own hip hop. We employees in it. White people own it. It was already forked over the rights to it, to the culture. That's why the only reason why we in it is because we make it. It is because we making money back there. Because the certain image that they got to do to keep that image going to make money. Black people, exactly. Black people don't own hip hop. White people own it.
40 acres.
Period. Once you start seeing Iggy up there in hip hop and fucking Macklemore winning shit in hip hop, and it was done. Been done.
You can't blame them because Eminem was doing.
No, I'm not blaming them. What I'm just saying that the control of the art form has been gone a long time ago. Because everybody who started it and was the entrepreneurs or sold it to white corporations to get millions or billions of dollars.
Marky Mark.
And this all Tekashi is. He's about to be the new face of corporate America. But what I could say about this segment about who's really a rat. I think everybody should just take a look in the mirror. Because, just coming online with your comments, talking about what you could have done, what you would have done. No, you wouldn't.
And I'm not listening to him no more. And then this motherfucker keep throwing out bangers and time go by, natural human nature. You be like this. You know what? I ain't worried about that motherfucker song hard as shit, and next thing you know, you listening to him
because again. Because my perspective on it, I haven't heard one street nigga that I know of even comment on this situation.
Because they don't care.
Because they're not online. They in the streets trying to survive. You motherfuckers that get up, you go home to your baby mama, your baby father, you go punch a clock. You're not a street nigga. You just glorifying the things that you seen and the way that you come up. You're not a street nigga. You're not a goon. Real goons don't post online. And for everybody that's from my era, that's 30 plus somethings, 40 plus somethings that come from the street life and you're not in the street life, please stop putting the battery in the back of these young folk because you're not going to be accountable when they lose their family by going to jail by the things that you said. You're not in the hood no more either. You are part of the percentage of the people that actually made it out. You made it out. Glorify the fact that you came from the street and made it out. Don't put that energy back into the place that you don't reside and you don't rest your head because your head is not in danger anymore. It is gone. You know what I mean? So don't do that if you're not going to be accountable for the shit. You know what I mean? We are a selfish era that we came from, and that's just it. He is the result of it, and that's what it's going to be from now on until OGs like ourselves start taking these young boys by the hand and making it a street code again. And that's my final thought of it. So check it out. This been Imperfect Sense right here on UnifiedRadio.tv. You can follow him on Instagram at Talk to Him Con and at 83 Conway since he got all these Instagram accounts. Follow the Unified Radio account on Instagram. You can follow him at Flesh410. That's PHLESH410 on Instagram. And you can follow me on Instagram at Eric410. That's ERICK410. And man, a special shout out to the Andre Harrell family. Rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to Little Richard as well. You know what I mean? And shouts out to their family. So this has been Imperfect Sense. We see y'all the same time. Same unified channel next week, man. Peace.